1. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my vlog, and this is going to be the start of the brand new mini dog episode that we're going to be doing here at Type 55. As you can see, I'm back at HQ. It's been a weird couple of weeks. We've done some remote vlogs. It sounds like an interesting day. We've got some filming to do, we've got some mini clips to film, we've got Marketing Wave to film, and also in the next couple of weeks, or in this episode, you will see and meet Matt, who is a new member of the team. So I'll explain in the Tide vlog a little bit about what he's going to be doing and how that changes my role here at Type 55. But yeah, see you very soon. I guess the question there is, firstly, what is Matt going to be doing?
Yes.
Number one. Number two, what changed?
What changed? Yeah, cool. So the answer to question number one is Matt's here to create a different style of video content. You know, and that's really important that each one of those words is carefully considered, a different style of video content. Video content is paramount to what we're doing, and it's really important in this day and age. It's the most powerful mode of media, especially when it comes to marketing, and so much can be done and derived from a piece of video content. So video is a big play for us, and so it makes sense to have lots of players that can play in that position, so to speak. So Matt is already now working with some of our client accounts to create some interactive and different style of creative video, which is very exciting because it allows us to go down and go and track down other clients that we can work with, other companies, other services that we can provide now. It strengthens our entire product and service range and collection, if you will. So very excited about that. And the second question, which was what changed? Yeah. What changed? We need certain things from you as well. We need to really concentrate on the vlog and not to cloud your vision with lots of other things. Also, we know that you're doing other things as well, which are very important to you. And we know as well, the third thing we know is that it's a long process, it's a long game. You're here for a specific reason, and part of that reason is who you are and how you conduct things, and your attitude towards feedback, your attitude towards taking challenges, your attitude towards your commitment, your loyalty to me as well, which is really important. So I see it as a big win-win situation that we're all able to strengthen our team and able to concentrate on keeping the main things the main thing. And so if that means that one of the things that weren't or are not the main thing now becomes somebody else's main thing, that shines a stronger spotlight on that particular action, that particular result. And so that helps everyone to achieve more. So a big philosophy for me with this agency is to have people doing the roles that we require to a level that is better than me. And so I can only judge on my own capabilities, and I'm grateful and I'm lucky that I have a good depth of knowledge in lots of the areas that we do. Video, creative, copy, ads, content creation, graphic design, editing, but I want people better than me in all those areas.
A few moments later.
Discovery call, just answer this. Hey Molly.
A few moments later.
Who was that phone call from, Tommy?
That phone call was Molly from the Hair Extension Cave, and she, and this is an interesting segue, was a referral from you. You referred us as good people to talk to for what she needs, which is specifically a new website designed, and she wants to be able to make more of a conscious effort to promote her online shop and the products that she has. She's smart, she's got a lot of things going on, she's got a really exciting business, and she's got a good combination of different avenues of income. She has the day trade, of the hair products and that side of things, and then she has the products which she has branded that she sells in store. She's also got a training academy, so there's a lot of potential for what we can do for her, and so it's lovely that she's agreed to come on board as a client. And on the previous point of referrals, you know, we always take it very seriously when people are there based on referral. I mean, we always take it seriously anyway, but more so when it is on referral, because there's an element of trust that's already been prescribed before we even had a chance to do it ourselves. And so we're kind of already have to make sure that that's felt straight away, like, because we're representing the person who referred us as well. So the first time I speak to her, I'm representing you as well, because I'm like, well, if this guy she's thinking, you know, whoever it is thinking, well, if these people aren't what I think they're going to be, then not only does that look bad on them, but it looks bad on the person that said they're the people to talk to. So you've got to real take responsibility and really show up. Another interesting thing about that call was that she was using, and again, this is a kind of segue that could be apparent for the vlog today, she was using a different provider for her website needs. And it's never nice when you have to sort of say to someone, we're changing, we're not doing that anymore. She was worried about that, and her person has basically said, yeah, okay, really sorry, probably bit off more than we could chew, which now is not the best time to be saying that, but at least it's being said. Because it could have been, you know, like, you know, screw you, you know, whatever, I'm gonna make it difficult for you, not give you the logins. But, and hopefully, because I've been in this position before, hopefully, he, she, whoever it was, will be able to learn from that and go, okay, well, we're not gonna make those mistakes again, let's change the approach, let's learn from that and move forwards, which is exactly what we all need to be doing all the time. So, yeah.
Hello ladies and gents, welcome back. So today is the 8th of December 2020. A couple of other bits, and I'm going to catch you up and introducing Matt to the Tide vlog as well today. He's coming in this afternoon for an hour or so to do that. So yeah, I'm going to be setting up for that little interview piece probably a little bit later on. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Tommy's playing football in his gym. Oh no, mate.
No. Oh my god. Oh no way. That's not bad. Well, nobody won this time, but Kendall definitely came closest. I think did you hit the box twice or once?
Twice.
You hit the box twice.
Looking like a shark with my hair today.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all good. So really it started off, you know, through Instagram. A story that obviously Tommy put out. I was actually sent that story. And I just thought, why not inquire about it? It's something that I've got experience in, so we'll sort of see where that goes. And then a couple of Zoom calls later, and me offering to edit a few videos just to show what I can do. All of that later, we're now in this position where I'm a week into the job, and it's gone really well so far. As you know.
Have you been enjoying it?
Yeah, it's great environment to work in. The team, great people. There's no feeling of stress, if that makes sense. It's like everything's organised. Everyone knows what they need to do. Everyone is just comes in, gets on with it, and that relation is there. And that's strong. And I think in any working environment, that's absolutely crucial. Just because you've seen the results when the work environment is like this, and that's one thing that's really stood out massively. And I've had many conversations with Tommy himself, sort of saying he's not like every other business owner where he thinks because he owns everything he's at the top and this, that, the other. He's really open-minded, great guy to work with, and I'm just really excited for the future, really. Video editing, content creation. So say for example, if a client has a form of video that they film themselves, that's then dropped into a Google Drive, and then I will go into that Google Drive and create that content and add my own creative mind to that, creating content that, you know, can suit an algorithm of social media, because it is so powerful now. Businesses on social media are thriving. And you know, if you can create interactive content and also keep your work in what people like to watch now, and as well as that, you know, evolve for the future and grow your editing skills and your editing mindset and your creative mindset as a whole, you know, you have to continuously, each and every day, things are changing in this industry and market. It's going, you know how fast this is moving. So it's more content creation role, you could say right now. I spend a lot of my time editing videos, creating interactive content, which is going to bring people more engagement to their profiles, you know, people wanting to get involved in the content. And in terms of where it might become, as I've said to Tommy, we've had many conversations about it, but the opportunities are endless, you know, and we'll just take each day as it comes, work hard, create the content, get the triple win across all the board, and then push forward.
See the vlog valuable for yourself as well?
I think 100% it's a documentation of the progress, you know. Everyone in the office knows where this can go right now. You know, everyone knows how fast things are moving. As I said, this industry and this market is evolving day by day. So I think it's going to be definitely, as you say, interesting to see in the vlog how things are, you know, as long as the vlog shows let's say the dark truth of, say, if I sit here and make a bad mistake, then that's reflected in the vlog. But at the same time, when I, you know, create something amazing and everything is perfect, then also being able to look back at that story and just sort of see, oh, remember that time? Really right now, where my head's at is, this is a great opportunity. This is, you know, to go alongside everything else that, you know, I spoke to Tommy about it before. There's real potential there, you know, and we all know how much potential is held here right now. So in terms of where things could be in the future, you know, without looking to, you know, oh yeah, well, we're guaranteed to get to that position, and, you know, like we was talking about on Saturday, this could drop at any moment, you know, like,
it could end tomorrow.
Anything can stop, so you don't want to get too ahead of yourself.
Touch wood, it won't, just to be clear, but...
Yeah, it's, so I'd say, for example, between now and, you know, short term, mid term, long term, you know, I'm here, you know, I guess you could say I'm here not, you know, I'm not just here for a laugh, I'm not just here for this, that, the other. It's, me and Tommy have had many conversations, and I'm here to add to the team. I'm here to make a difference. I'm here to, you know, learn from other people, but also other people learn from me. You know, we've had hours of conversation, and also having those conversations, then being able to have those conversations being put through, say, a production or an editing process, and then having that same result as well, that what we wanted to speak about. That's one thing I love, you know, being able to, we can talk about it, but anyone can talk, but then we're also delivering the end result, and that's crucial. So I think, yeah, in terms of where things, you know, could be in the future, if I was to look back at this now, I want to be able to look at myself and be fair play. You know, you've done what you said you were going to do, and, you know.
Hello.
Welcome to Hot Seat.
Welcome to, oh yeah, just feel a bit like that with this. Different, it's good. Mix it up. When you are running a business, you have to be open to the idea of adding to your team and strengthening what you can offer and provide. If it sits just outside of your ideal schedule, but it's right there and it makes sense, take a risk, know how to turn that into a profitable situation, but it will be a risk to begin with, and then go and make that happen. And so that's what I saw when I started speaking with Matt. He sent me a message saying, I've watched your story, which is testament to Instagram stories that they do really work.
Do you think the vlog will be noticeably different, is the question.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it should be.
And is that a bad thing?
Yeah, because it has to be a certain sort of structure and theme, and that those rules have been set by you, so that framework is in your hands. Other people would be able to do it, like other people will be able to play the saxophone in the band. But to know it, when to be able to look across at the clarinet player and go, oh, they're about to riff slightly up or down, and be able to know that and then and adjust, that's kind of what would be missing. Like, you can have someone come in and fill a role, but there's always going to be that percentage of understanding and coherence and chemistry that would not exist if it was not you, because of the structures that you've created and the understanding that you have, and vice versa with others. Little intricate things like that example. If that's not you, do I react differently to that? Do I go, stop it? You know, do I go, or do I ignore it and go, oh, I'll just better leave them to it because it's not you, because I know where the land lies with you. I can be like, or I can be like, and you're like, you know, there's no big deal. You know what I mean? So it's, I think it would be noticeably different, and I don't think it would be a good thing, which is why you're doing it, and that's very important.
Yeah, interesting day. I got a lot of things on my chest. Talked to Tommy about next year mostly, some questions regarding creative control, and etc. with the vlog as well, and just to see where things were. So this is going to be probably week 2. I know in the middle of lockdown I kind of thought about this series a little bit in regards to the mini series or the mini perspective of it, but I think it's still important. We just may combine the months a little bit more. So hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Reason Fitness or Type 55, depending on which floor I guess you're looking at. And hope you're well, hope you're having a good day. And today is going to be the penultimate week in this episode of the mini doc. The vlog, a inherent part of being able to do the clips.
Yeah, because the cool thing is that, so we could just do clips. We could just have like a 60-second timer, and you press the button and I do a bit of content. We could do that, but I find the reality TV element of it is lacking when you do it that way. Whereas if you film a vlog and you can go and cut that out of a larger conversation. And also, because the larger conversation exists, that builds more credit in a exponential way, because the longer it's there, the more valuable it is, just through time. Because if somebody wanted to, even now, even after 5 months, if somebody wanted to, they could absolutely geek out on this company now. They could go and watch the whole thing. That's there now, it's there. And someone doing that, I can't see it, you can't see it, other than it being a video view. We don't know that, and that could be worth thousands of pounds. Because somebody might just go and get really hooked on our ethos and what we're doing here, and then just be like, we have to work with these people. If not now, then it will. So it builds proof and evidence of consistency. Yeah, because a lot of the things that people get these days is like, how do I know that you're legit? How do I know that you've been, like, you're real? And because it doesn't take much to just show up as something. And because I have got a bit of bravado, and it can be easy for people to point a finger at me and go, yeah, all right then, mate. Which is why it's so important to me, because I'm like, well, check it out. This was built in lockdown, right? There's no secrets here. This is all or nothing. And if you want, just go and watch all the videos. Or don't watch all the videos and just take my word for it. People are happy to write a diary. One of the reasons why is because it's personal, it's private. Film the videos. Film them. You don't have to release them, but you can't go back and film them once time's passed. You can't go, I just want to share how I felt 5 months ago. You can't do that. You can talk about it, you can tell a story about it, but you'll never be as close to the epicenter of your truth than right now, in the moment. So film them, just put them on a drive somewhere, keep them safe. And then when the story unfolds, look what I have. little USB stick with the video on, you know, from back then, and you can't recreate that. So my advice would be just get comfortable with recording them. Don't have to post them yet. That's a different thing. Don't think about them as the same thing. Don't think about, oh, I don't film any video right now and I have to do Facebook Lives. No, you don't. Get comfortable filming them. Get comfortable releasing some of it. Get comfortable releasing more of it in different ways. Do a live.
Welcome to being on the record, Tommy.
I didn't do it.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, officer. How are you?
Very well, how are you, mate?
I'm good. I'm very good.
Yeah?
It's the last week in 2020 that I'm going to be here. That we're all going to be here.
I'm sure, like me, you at some point early in the year went, oh, it'll be Christmas before we know it. And that was probably in the middle of summer. When you were thinking about how quickly the year was going. It'll be Christmas before we know it. Well, at the time of recording this video, it's Christmas in a few days, yet the now still feels the same. Here we are, we made it. It's Christmas in a few days. It's Christmas before we know it. And it just kind of makes you realize that you only really know what's going on in the moment, and what you feel in the moment is the same moment in any moment, because it's the present, it's the now. So my point of bringing this up in a very kind of philosophical way for the vlog viewer is that I think sometimes we're better off when we don't think about things too much. Because when I do cast my mind back to April, May, June, July, you know, the first little ripples of Tide 55, it's scary because there was so much that I didn't know and so much I didn't have, and yet I still had the courage to come and do it and say it, and actually how that relates to what I said is that was the now then. The now is still the same. Me 6 months in the future is going to look at this and go, he had no idea what was coming. But you think about it too much, you don't do anything. You know, I still have so much to learn and so much that I lack to do what I want to do, but I'm super pleased with where things are at.
Test. This is going to be a test as well. Hi, Cotton, how are you? Hi.
And as I said to you before, I'm looking forward to having the vlog as a story documentation to watch back that progress. You know, there's so many good things going on right now. The digital market is crazy, so much so that, I don't know about you, but I believe people are sleeping on this market right now. People don't really believe the power behind it, you know, and I feel we have this big ball of electricity that we can offer to so many people, but not everyone's putting a plug into it, you know? Or maybe they test it a little bit, get a slight flicker of the light, and maybe they don't quite understand the power of video, maybe they don't quite understand the power of social media. Believe me now, social media is powerful. It will benefit you. It benefits everyone, I think. Yeah, okay, there's its downsides, but in a business market and in a digital market, it's so powerful.
So yeah, I mean, 2020 for me has been obviously a crazy year with everything that's happened. Has been kind of mental in regards to what's happened and what I've done with business, and the fact that I'm even here creating this content for you to view and you to see is been great. And I just think for me, a lot of the importantness and a lot of the power that comes from doing video and comes from doing anything is to be brutally honest, to be truthful, to be I don't know how else to describe it, minus just be truthful, be honest, be, you know, share what's happening. For me, I don't know the solution to this elephant in the room middle ground, because I think there'll never be a world, and I think there'll be I don't like saying the word never, but I think there'll be a world where my role here may end, because it may not necessarily be able to something that me and Tommy can navigate for that time, whether it's because the money isn't there, or whether it's because he wants me as an employee and that would change how I could utilize things and how I use things, etc. But also I think it's important to understand that that's okay, right? If that does mean that ends, then fine. I don't think it's going to be next year, I don't think it'll be this year, but I think it will happen. There will be a day where it happens. And me and Tommy have both kind of applied and said that it will happen, and has kind of sort of said and beaten around the bush a little bit in regards to what has been said. But in answer to my own question about the start of this clip, reflecting on 2020 and understanding kind of where we've been and how we've been and what we've been, for me, for a Brunton Media context, I'm extremely proud of what I've done. Reality of the fact is I couldn't have done it alone. That's the reality. I couldn't have done, but I'm extremely proud of what I have done. So for me, it's something which, if you're willing to continue to learn, continue to fight, continue to develop, then you're able to develop, you're able to grow, you're able to thrive in a time where you're not meant to. And the reality of the fact actually has been, if I'm honest, it hasn't been easy to do, but I wouldn't have changed it. I wouldn't have changed the pandemic, I wouldn't have changed anything specifically about it, because the main thing that I'm going to take from 2020 is the fact that, for me, the main thing I learned, or the main thing that I found valuable, was I learned a lot about myself. And I think a lot of people will say this, a lot of people will say that they learn about themselves, because a lot of them, and a lot of things have said, you really question yourself, and you really question and you ask, why specifically am I doing the job role I'm doing? For those who don't know, I went full-time in February. A month before the pandemic started, I went full-time with video. Till to this day, it's the best decision I've ever made going self-employed. And I'm now able to control my work, I'm able to do the work I want to do, I'm able to grow, I'm able to change the amount of money I make, etc. They're all meaningful changes, instead of being stuck behind a corporation's box of this is how you can learn, this is how you can't, this is how you can and can't learn. Now, moving it back to the conversation about how this role and how I affiliate with Tide and how I'm affiliated with Tide, we've said it before and we'll say it again, I'll say it here now, I will always be the first person who started the vlog. I don't think I'll be the only one.
Ladies and gents, that is a wrap for 2020 for the Tide 55 blog.